Hello, consciousness. I hope you're doing amazing, thriving, and abundant. It's 9/9/2022, and I want to talk about what's really going on. Yesterday, the world just heard, we were announced that Lizzie, Queen of England, died, which anyone paying attention knows that she died a while ago, a couple years ago. And I don't want to speak ill about the dead, so I'm not going to get into it too deep right now. But bottom line, I pray for her soul, and hopefully she can undo or remedy some of that karmic debt that she's racked up on her soul and her family and everything that they've done and still do to this day. What's really going on is, from what I know, the white hats, or just think of the more balanced egos, the people that care about you and your family, and when they say on TV that hey, we care about you, they really mean it. They're not a lot like the other side that says all these nice things. They sound flashy, look flashy, but they're really doing some really dark things behind the scenes. What we're seeing is the white hats, as I said, are playing this orchestra for us to listen, to look, to see, and wake up at a pace that we don't, well, many people don't panic and freak out. Many of us, like myself and probably most of you watching me, you guys have been researching, we've been digging, we've been figuring things out. We think for ourselves, we think with our heart, and we process things and take them in slowly and make a well-informed decision. We don't just watch TV and just do what the TV box tells us to do. So we know that the Queen died a while ago. We know that what's been going on is for lack of a better word, a play, a show, or a movie, a lot of people refer it to wake the masses up. The world is far different than so many of us have been taught. Probably most of us have been taught. I know it's different than what I was taught in school. I made videos describing this, for years now. The world is so much more, and so different than what we've been taught that it would shock the average person to the point that it would cause them harm to figure it all out at once. So we're getting samples, bits and pieces. This person said something publicly that they would never usually say, and people are like, wow, look at that person, look what they're doing. And many other examples, fires in certain places of London, and, just the Vatican had fire issues. The Knights of Malta were just removed, disbanded. The Pope said all the finances in the Vatican have to come right to one spot, reconciling their accounts pretty much. Well, what we're seeing is, it's what the white hats, what people like myself are here manifesting, we're breaking apart the old system, and we're bringing into the back to the old ways, really, the ways of source love within. That's the way humanity started here. And then we fell asleep. The out of balance egos rose up. They manipulated, they tinkered for a while, and then eventually it got to the point that shit was out of balance. And then the world resets, and then people come back and bring it back to God again. So we're coming back to source within. We're reawakening that fire within, that spirit within, as Christ taught. We're in the world, but not of the world. But we do care about the world. I care about every one of you. Hear me again. I say this a lot in my videos, but you can never say it too much. I genuinely, from the core of my being, love all of you. All of you. I don't care if you hate me. You could be my worst enemy. I don't have any enemies that I'm aware of, but there's people that don't care for me. But I still love them, because I see we're all one. We're all doing this. We're all in this world together. So there are some bickering and arguments, but bottom line, we're all in this together. And the faster we wake up and realize that, the quicker and easier it gets in terms of living life. You don't have to have so much money to spend on fuel and food and energy and schooling that's teaching you lies, and you don't have to work every day of your life that's just draining your soul. And a lot of, people like myself, I love what I do every day. Although, because of the world the way it is now, we have to work a lot more than we'd want to. I'd like to have more vacation time, and I'm working on that. But it's it's a necessary lesson to go through to rise out of the parasitic system we were all a part of. And long story short, not to go on too long, nowadays I want quick videos. The TV's going to tell you a lot of things, a lot of lies, as they always do. The news is going to tell you a lot of lies. The big pharma is going to tell you a lot of lies. They're trying to bring the herd back into their control, which too late. And they're going to make some wild shit up. Now I just heard a ninja strain of COVID or some nonsense. They're just making shit up, and it's humorous now. It's sad but humorous. And still, some people are wearing masks in their car. And I made a video like a year and a half ago saying, what are you guys doing? Take the masks off. And there's still some out there wearing them. But thankfully, most of you woke up and said, wait, all right, this is ridiculous. This isn't working. I don't want to breathe in my waste all day. And hopefully you're taking zinc, vitamin C, vitamin D, quercetin, NAC. Just taking care of yourself. Eating real food, drinking real clean spring water, cutting out the sugary beverages, and just taking care of yourself. And if you're not, that's fine too. That's your free will. But if you want to be the cleanest, purest version of your body to live the most fulfilling life, then I would be doing those things. But again, your version of fulfilling life may not be that. So I'm not judging. I'm just speaking if you want to be healthy in terms of not getting sick, not having diabetes or headaches or anxiety, eczema, digestive issues, any of those things. The trick is to eat healthy and take accountability for how you live. And that's all. That's how you heal. Your emotions, your thoughts, your physical actions, all of that matters. So beware. There's going to be a lot of false flags. There's going to be a lot of, and not be afraid or anything. I'm just saying be aware. Don't be afraid. Just be aware. You see something happen, say, oh, well, maybe that's what they're telling us, but probably not. Let's look around. Let's put the puzzle together. Look at the other pieces. And with that, you can literally navigate a little more efficiently in this world, in these ether, in these waters, I should say. So I'm going to get to work. I have a big day ahead of me, building a retaining wall, doing what I love, and I just want to come on here today because 9/9's another important day. I think they're going to be announcing the king, false king. He's not the king, but Elizabeth's son or husband, not his son. And it doesn't really matter what they're doing because none of that's going to last. And it's just not going to last. So we'll see what happens, but there's a lot of rumors out there, a lot of, Princess Diana, Trump, Baron Trump. There's a lot of connections there we need to look into and let time tell. But Trump is closer to king than anyone in the UK right now. And I think that's better for us because despite what the news says, what the TV box tells you, Trump's a good man. He does very good work, what he's doing, and his heart's in the right place. That's my truth. You don't have to believe me. I know a lot of you don't. I know a couple good friends that really think the opposite. We're still friends. I still love you, but I'm just saying this is my perspective, my truth of what's really going on today. They're going to try to scare you. They're going to try to announce some shit that doesn't really pan out. And Trump is closer to king than any of the royal family, they say. And they weren't the real royal family anyway. So let time tell. But just putting this video out there because it has been a while since I made one. And I want you guys to know that you don't have to be worried or afraid or concerned about what's going on. Be excited. Hold love in your heart and just look to the future. Look and be in a present moment, but look, I don't say hopefully, but look lovingly on the future because we have a beautiful future ahead of us. So I wish you all well. I love you, and I'll see you soon.